Everything is under control. Situation normal. Everything perfectly alright now. How are you? When an auction house tells you that it's a large collection of videos, you might want to ask them exactly how large. I may be here for some time.
Just overlooked these two UFO videos.
So, let's begin with the movies on VHS tape. So, we have Harrison Ford Blade Runner. Harrison Ford Blade Runner, the director's cut widescreen, including the original trailer. I'm going to rattle through these. You will know their significance, I'm sure, possibly better than I do in some cases. We have the Terminator. Terminator 2 is back. Terminator 3 is back again, but so is she. Alright. Slightly chipped case to the Terminator there. Pretty sure that's the same jacket as the DVD release, actually. I'm doing films, aren't I? Okay. Right. We have The Matrix. We have The Matrix Reloaded. And we have Matrix Revolutions. So, basically, all the first Matrix films on VHS. Marvellous. I have Tron on VHS. Rather interestingly coloured cover. Films. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Various flavours of this. Bear with. We've got Collector's Edition, Special Edition, and 30th Anniversary Ultimate Edition with a nice little sort of taggy thing. So I haven't really looked at any of these as yet. I don't know the state of them, but the ones I have briefly glanced at look pretty clean. I was advised to look out for mould very sensibly, but I get the impression these have been stored sensibly. We have Fellowship of the Rings, The Two Towers, and Return of the King. So, Lord of the Rings trilogy there. Marvellous. Gotta try and keep track of what I'm actually doing with all these. I did have them very nicely arranged. I did have. Now let me run through. Let's have a look at the battle stars. I haven't actually figured out exactly what I've got here, so let me just do a little bit of sorting whilst I look at these. That's Battlestar Galactica Volume 1. 2 of these cardboard covered Battlestar Galacticas, Universal. I have got Volume 4, Volume 6. That's very well in shot, is it? Volume 2. Move those over there. Volume 5. And Volume 3. Now I suspect, although they look like they're somewhat different releases, that's Universal Sci-Fi. I briefly looked at some of these to see if the special collector's card is still in them. It doesn't appear to be. So I've got 3, 5, 2, 6, 4, 3, 2, and I guess that would be Volume 1. So looks like Volumes 1 through 6 there are present and correct, and those 2 cardboard ones as well. which might well be the initial movie, I suspect. So that's all of them. Not really movies, I suppose, are they, technically speaking, but now this one is going to take a while. Okay, Aliens. More Aliens. You ready for this? So that's 5, just there. Some of these DVDs, so I'll skip those. That'll be another video, I think. Actually, most of these are DVDs, but I need to keep digging because there are so many repeats in this. It's a bit crazy, but we do have Aliens vs Predator. We have Alien. We have Alien 3. We have Alien. Oops! Crunch. Smack bang wallop. Okay, it survived. I thought that was a mini box set thing. We have Alien Resurrection and the making of Alien Resurrection there in a sort of cardboardy sort of case. And we have Aliens Special Edition, the one with the sentry guns and all that good stuff. And I believe Newt's father discovering aliens in the first place, if I remember rightly. I think that was in the special edition. So that was that. Got some Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy stuff, but that's all DVDs. Now then, films. Independence Day and Independence Day. THX digitally mastered. I have no idea what the difference between those two is, apart from one is saying it's THX, the other one is not, so I'm guessing that's what the difference is. That's them. I've done Close Encounters. That's not relevant. Okay, now then. So, a lot of these are quite obscure films that you may well never have heard of, but are quite close to my heart for various reasons. That's super obscure. It has Walter Koenig and Bruce Campbell in it, would you believe? It's kind of like Babylon 5 meets Xena or something. Anyway, so Moontrap. I haven't thought this through. Okay. I have not thought this through. We have Forbidden Planet. We have Alien the Law. I kind of like it. I do kind of like it. If only because we haven't had that many Judge Dredd films, let's face it. Silent Running. Gotta hang on to that one, I think. It would be rude not to. Daredevil, Affleck and Garner. Interestingly, a Marvel film that A, didn't suck and B, wasn't MCU. So there you go. Dragonheart. Slipstream. Now again, very old film, but a post-Star Wars Mark Hamill film. So yeah, that's the thing. He's right there. So Bill Paxton as well. Bobby Coltrane and Ben Kingsley. Good lord. Okay. I mean, these are sort of people I wouldn't really have known at the time I was watching these, but I remember that coming out in the cinema very, very clearly. I'm not quite sure why, but I do. DVDs. No idea about this one. Condor. Answers on the postcard. The Wild Wild West. That's DVD. Logan's Run. Very classic science fiction film, of course. Yeah. Okay. Again, very old, but very classic. Another film, Philadelphia Experiment. I really enjoyed it. Always stuck with me. No one's ever heard of it for the most part because it's one of those niche science fiction films. It gets remade every now and again. We've got Contact with Jodie Foster, Matthew McConaughey. Got The Abyss. The Fifth Element. Space Chase, an all-out galactic war. Never heard of it before. But a huge box on that one. That's a huge clamshell box. It's almost like a Betamax box. Were they bigger or smaller? Minority Report, probably heard of that one. Core, probably also heard of that one. It's kind of alright-ish. I'm not sure I've ever really. It's one of those films I've seen bits of. I'm not sure I've ever actually really sat and watched it. Saturn 3, I remember that. That's very, very my era of science fiction and suitably obscure as well. But yeah, interesting film. Got Horizontal Dune. Of the old school variety, of course. Galaxy Quest, marvellous. Wing Commander. I still quite like it. It's not at all. It's not really like the computer games, but you know, one of the ones that made me really want this lot. The Last Starfighter. Surprisingly difficult to find on a physical media. I don't really know why. Again, answers on a postcard, please. Okay. That was sort of films actually. Hang on, I've got so many piles you wouldn't believe it here. I've got Stanley Kubrick. Well, not Stanley Kubrick actually. Just 2010. Arthur C. Clarke's 2010. Stanley Kubrick's 2001. Another Stanley Kubrick's 2001. I have a lot of 2001s here. That is nearly all of them, but there's also that edition of 2001 as well, which is in a more sort of clamshelly case. I always quite like those cases. Let's have a look. I've only been asked to look at VHSs at this point, so I'm only doing VHSs. I've got the original Planet of the Apes with Charlton Heston. And I've got Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, they're really, really equal, and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So I think, is that the first three? It might be. Long since superseded by the disc versions, of course, but you know, it is what it is. Right, did Moonshot tonight, yeah, okay. What else we got? Did Independence Day. Mars Attacks. It's got a t-shirt in the box, would you believe? I looked, because I was curious as to why it was a double, but it's actually got a t-shirt in it. That's bizarre. No idea if that's worth anything, but it might be, you never know. Okay, what else? 2 tapes of Moonbase 3, which I've heard of, but never sat and seen, I don't think. I'm kind of wondering if it's on YouTube actually. It might be, because it's pretty old and pretty obscure, so it's a sort of thing that might be. But yeah, I'm quite interested in looking at that. I think that's British. So I'm quite thinking it's quite. I would quite like to have a look at that. Oh, that's not going well. Okay. Oh, it did not go well. Okay. Buck Rogers in the 25th century, of course. More Buck Rogers. Again, that's one of those very, very thin cardboard boxes, but it is PAL. It says PAL on the side of it, so it's not American. Buck Rogers Volume 2. Another copy of that one, and Buck Rogers Volume 1. So that's that, and that's the Awakenings. That's got the sort of pilot movie, if you like. That was that. Done Moonbase, done that. Got Blake 7 in the beginning. Duel, the sequel to The Beginning, and Aurak, the sequel to Duel. So there you go. That's not the entire series. There's no way that's the entire series, but it is what it says on the tin, basically. That's 3 of those. A few Jerry Anderson flavoured things now. We've got Space Precinct, which ironically someone offered me in the shop today. Isn't that weird? That's DVD. That's the Thunderbirds modern film. And Captain Scarlet video 4, apparently. What else we got? The Spirit of Monkey was irrepressible. And we have 2 of his videos there. Really, I remembered it right. The Nature of Monkey was irrepressible. I do apologise. Don't know which episodes these are. Can't read that even with my glasses. It says them there. 4, 5, 6 from the looks of it. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So them. Those are not videos. It's not Jerry Anderson. Yeah. It's an inviting disaster. More Jerry Anderson. Space 1999 Alien Attack. Space 1999 Destination Moonbase Alpha. Space 99 Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7, and, would you believe it, Volume 8. So, all of those, basically. I'm not sure how far through the series that would get you. Maybe through Season 1, possibly? Maybe through Season 1? I must say, I haven't checked that yet as a concept. Haven't looked at the tapes. Did I mention I had 2010? I think I did, didn't I, on video? Yeah. So, that's what I haven't done. Whatever it's worth. Farscape, the premiere, and Thrown for a Loss. That's just the first of the many Farscape tapes you could possibly have. I did start getting them at one point as well. Then I got DVDs. Or in fact, I think I got DVDs and then got some more collected versions of DVDs. I think that was a deeply whistle-stop tour of the video side of the collection. And by my reckoning, I had about 100 there, which is bonkers because I had no idea I was getting that many. It said a large collection of videos and DVDs, and it wasn't at all kidding, but the pictures didn't do it justice. So, yeah. So, oh, hang on. Sorry, I've missed some because they were series and I haven't shown them. I've also got the series. Let's try and be complete about this, and then it's a proper reference. I've got 2 volumes of Earth Final Conflict. That's the second of them, and that is the first of them. And also a random $6 Million Man tape. But that doesn't look like it's the first one. That doesn't sound like a description of the premiere to me at all. I just can't quite see what volume it's supposed to be. No, that's decidedly unhelpful. I'll look at the disc and the disc tape. That's what a VHS tape looks like, by the way, if you've never seen one. Yeah, like that. Great big chunky analog thing. Lovely. But yeah, I don't know where that would come in the actual series, I'm afraid. So that is it for the videotape portion of that rather immense collection that I've picked up. I've had a couple of requests for first dibs, so after I've sorted that side of things out, I'll see what's left, and I also need to figure out what I want to keep and what looks playable as well, really. But I forgot to get my video the video recorder that I was after. So that will have to wait for another day. That's it for now. Do check out the live stream where I was hilariously mind-boggled by just how much stuff I'd actually picked up. I will see you for another one very soon. Cheers for now.